Mike McCool here in the Royal Examiner studio, and with me today is Rick Novak. Of course, we all know Rick as the proprietor of the Royal Cinemas and the Royal Family Bowling Center.
It's a mouthful.
Did I get that right?
Yeah, you did.
Now he's in the role of the Festival of Leaves Committee. And so he's kind of heading that up and cracking the whip and getting things done. And Festival of Leaves, this is our 50th year.
It is the 50th. It's the 50th festival.
50th festival. Excuse me.
We definitely
skipped a year, didn't
skipped a year or two with COVID, but this is the 50th one, and we are bringing it back to, I think, it's
glory.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
right?
I think a lot of things are planned. So
a lot of things are going to go on, and but all hats off to the Heritage Society, and they're going to be an important part of the festival this year as well. But our committee of 10 and 12 hardworking folks have been hard at it trying to live up to the Heritage Society's previous.
So now the Festival of Leaves is kind of under the umbrella of the Front Royal Independent Business Alliance. Is that right?
Association, I think. Alliance Association. It's an A.
FREBA. That's what we call it.
FREBA, yeah.
So I can't remember what it all stands for.
Yeah.
So I just noticed we're doing a sign for the Warren Heritage Society. They're going to be making apple butter, period clothes, be doing tours of their buildings. They're going to be doing quite a bit of stuff down there on their property.
Yeah, a tour of their property, reenactors.
Right.
I'm sure they'll show you. I mean, that's a great compound they have there.
It's kind of a hidden secret, isn't it?
I mean, I had been here for 30 years, and it wasn't until about 31. About 6 weeks ago, I signed up for a tour and went, and we barely scratched the surface, but we did get a couple-hour tour out of the deal. I encourage everyone to take the tour and see what's there, and they'll be doing it for free on the day of the Festival of Leaves.
There you go. So the only thing missing in their 50th, I think, is a parade.
Yep, the committee decided that we did not want to bite that off, and we'll have to see.
But what we did do, Friday night. Tell us about that.
So we did add a block party on Friday night down at the gazebo. We'll be blocking off Main and Chester Street, and we're beginning at 7 o'clock. But I would encourage you to arrive much earlier.
Sure.
We'll have the Texas Chainsaw Horns, and they'll be playing from 7 to 10. And
you can dance to them.
They're great entertainment. We've had them in the community before, like for a dancing downtown, and looking forward to having them there. The Virginia Eagle folks will be there with some adult beverages. So we'll have 4 flavors. $5 admission and $5 for the adult beverages. We're going to have food trucks there, and bring your lawn chair, and
it'll be a great evening. Kind of kicking off the festival, which starts on Saturday. That's on the 15th of October, by the way. The 15th is the Saturday. The 14th is our block party.
Yep.
So
when the block party finishes at 10, we are hosting the Rocky Horror Picture Show at the theater at 10:30.
Somebody glutton for punishment in that thing.
Somebody asked me to do that, and I didn't realize that, for 2 days in a row, I'm going to be running pretty hard and to stay at the theater till 1 o'clock.
At least you didn't start it till midnight.
Traditionally, they are done at midnight, like on Saturday.
That's it. They traditionally do it, and people all got dressed up in the characters. But we got a new generation. They may not.
It's the longest running theatrical release. It's quite the cult classic. I've been contacted by some folks. David Downs contacted me yesterday, and he wants to bring a cast of characters down there.
He will.
He came by and bought 10 tickets yesterday. So make sure you get your tickets online. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're still working on the rules because
we don't want to tear up your new theater.
Well, Rocky Horror is an interactive.
We're not going. They were throwing stuff at the screen. Oh yeah, we don't want to.
I haven't decided. I haven't decided. Listen, definitely don't throw anything at that screen, right?
Right.
But I don't know. You do things like throw toast. You spray water, rice, and we haven't set those rules yet. So there's a lot of callbacks to the screen, and those happened organically. If you look at it online, that was never the intention of the folks who did the movie.
It's kind of like the original cosplay where, it's bad enough we're having the zombie walk at the end of the month. These people dress up for the movie. They get all dressed up as the characters.
Yep.
You're going to see some wild bunch if they do that.
There was just a story in the Northern Virginia Daily, actually, about them doing a road show play around the country. Barry Bostwick was in it. And, anyway, interesting.
That'll be fun. That's on the Friday night.
Yeah, that's
so what
just
do we got
finishing
planned
off
on
Friday
Saturday
night.
now? We got
Saturday starts bright and early, actually, with the Warren County DECA Club is hosting a fun color run, and that. I had never heard of a color run, but it sounds really cool. They're having some special T-shirts made, and they're white with the logos on it, right?
They run through the colors.
And so I'm not sure exactly how it works, but they take this powder that's environmentally safe and safe for people, and I don't know whether they throw it at you or they throw it in the air and you run through it. I'm not sure, but you end up with a colorful shirt at the end of the run. I think they're going to do 4 colors. I think so that's pretty exciting. That's going to start, I think, 7 o'clock. Or
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. I don't know if it's an 8 o'clock run or 7 o'clock.
Registration
7 o'clock. Something like that. And so look for that online on our festivalleaves.org site.
Right.
We should have a link there.
All right. So what's going on? I see we got at 10 is really when the vendors start opening up. So they'll be setting up those starting at 6 in the morning.
We'll be down there bright and early, trying to stay out of the way of the runners, and helping the vendors, find their spots, and then at 10 o'clock we'll hope that everybody is set up and ready, hopefully to receive.
People get there early though and start mingling around and looking for. Kind of like going to the flea market, We don't start till 8. At 6, they're there in your yard, looking for stuff.
Well, it's kind of fun to watch people making sausage, not figuratively, setting up their tents and whatnot.
So we're going to have some music throughout the day, I understand?
Yep, we're going to have the main stage where we're going to feature, start off with Another Fine Mess. Their local favorite.
Right,
E. Wilson Morrison Chorus is going to be there. Five of a Kind Bluegrass.
Yeah.
And we'll finish off with the Texas Chainsaw Horns in the evening. And
we're going to have a double whammy with them, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then so we want to leave Chester Street and Main Street out further away so down towards the end of Chester Street and the end of Main Street or over towards Royal Avenue. We're going to have performers there as well. We'll have Shay Parker, Mark Woodward, Joe Martin, Famous Last Words, which is the duo version of Another Fine Mess.
Right.
And we're even going to have, I think, at the E. Wilson Morrison, we're going to have Steve Foster and Amazing Grace. And if you haven't seen his show with Grace.
That's good. It's interesting.
They're pretty cool.
That's right.
And they're famous. They're our local movie stars, guys.
Right. They had a story with Robert Duvall.
Yeah, they did Get Low with Robert Duvall. And they've done some other movies as well. Steve tells me they're working on a movie right now that's going to be the biggest one yet.
That mule's got a car, too. It drives a car. It's crazy.
Maybe we could get him to show up. That'll be our parade. And Steve showing up with Grace in the seat.
She gets in that big old Lincoln Town Car, whatever he did, cut the top off. She walks up in there. Yeah. It's a sight to see.
I mean, we got dancers. The Jig and Jive Dance Studio is going to be doing some stuff. Kevin Owens is going to be doing his magic. So these people are going to be walking.
They got places they're going to be, but really all throughout the streets, and there's always going to be something going on.
Yeah, we're even doing old throwback. We're doing a cakewalk. Probably a lot of people on the other side of that. Camera there have no idea what a cakewalk is, but you want to be part of it because you might win a cake.
How many vendors we have so far?
Well, we say by our count at our Wednesday meeting we have over 100.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's very good.
They still got time to get in if them.
It will take them right up until like a week before.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, Don't put it off, though, because we may officially
You
fill
may end
up.
up being the back space around the back 40 somewhere.
Yeah. We're definitely going to start doing our street layout, and so. Oh heck! I didn't even talk about the Jurassic Park motor pool is coming back.
Oh, those guys are cool.
They're going to be here Friday and Saturday.
You know, really, the real trick is that's Rick's sister there.
She's coming up for Friday, but
Okay.
Saturday she does work with the dog rescue.
Yeah, it's great. It's great on those. It's kind of cool. You did that program down there.
It's really visual, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And you can it's kind of like it goes back to that cosplay.
There's
thing.
no real link to it this weekend.
No,
but people like it, and when they were here, I said, "Hey, we're doing this festival in the fall," and they're like, "Oh, we would love to come back for
they're
that."
looking for any excuse.
Well, they've done a lot of work on their cars, or
cool.
Jeeps.
Yeah,
that's
pretty cool though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, takes all kinds to make the world go around.
Everybody needs a hobby, right?
Yeah.
So, I think a special thanks needs to go to some of our bigger sponsor. I mean, the Warren County government is our main sponsor, and then the town of Front Royal is right behind them.
Right.
Maybe even ahead of them because.
Aren't they doing the block party? Or instrumental on that?
Don't mess me up, Mike.
Okay, sorry. Getting you off your game here.
I mean, heck, Mike, national media is a big sponsor. I mean, let's face it, I haven't paid any bills yet. So.
Oh, I don't think I've given you any bills yet. I know, that's right.
Melting Pot Pizza, it's their 50th year as well, which is pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. So Culligan, Water, Quality Title, Discover Front Royal, which is a town and county venture.
A tourism thing.
Yep. And Elena has participated, and sorry, I didn't mention Liz Lewis.
Right.
I mean, they've been with us for 8 months working on this thing, and they've, the committee's been doing a great job, but it's just great to see the buy-in from these other official groups.
They're greasing the wheel and help it move along a little bit, I think.
Well, I think we all were committed to making sure that this event didn't fade into the sunset.
Right.
And, I mean, that's why I got involved.
Sure.
When I came to town, it was like, well, you got to go to the Festival of Leaves.
I know that.
And the other one was Wine and Craft, from the Chamber of Commerce.
Right.
And when I'm at meetings talking about how I don't want the street to be closed, those are the two big festivals that I refer to. Little did anybody know that I would help.
You're out there closing the street.
Help to close the street for this weekend.
Well,
but anyway, we got lots of great sponsors. No Doubt Accounting, Shot and Designs. I mean, and there are a bunch of smaller ones there. But look for them in the newspaper, in our posters around town. Support these guys because they helped save this festival.
Let's show them one of our posters that we got.
Oh yeah, this is
the poster. Mark, zoom in on this right here. You'll see these in the windows. It's got all the latest information on it, and
we're high tech with the QR code.
That's right.
And I didn't know what QR meant until just the other day, and I read it as quick response.
Quick response, and it's quick. You click on that thing.
I didn't know it, but anyway, if you click on ours, there are lots of links to various things. And that was something that Liz Lewis recommended.
We're going to be making some photo opportunity locations.
Oh, we didn't even talk about that.
We didn't do that.
No. So we thought it would be great to drive traffic to, like you go to Disney, they're like, hey, this is a photo spot.
That's right, photo spot.
So I was like,
you look around, where? What?
Well, it's behind you.
So you'll see some stickers.
We've got that. We've got that right here in town with our murals and some other things, and I think we have 10 or 12 of those. And we're encouraging folks to take your picture there. And I think there's a photo contest that Discover Front Royal will be administering.
I'm thinking about calling them up and have them come and use my 140-foot long wall here as a mural. Yeah, you can see it coming up and down the road.
Absolutely.
We're not downtown, but
Yeah.
I got wall.
Absolutely.
All right.
So anyway, we're real excited about it, and we hope to carry it on next year.
That's right. The 51st.
The 51st. That's right.
We'll see how this time goes. This is how this is about the same time we've done it. Throughout the year, so.
I think it's been a week earlier in October.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on in October.
So much going on in October.
Yeah.
You can't it's hard to not conflict, but we were trying to move it back a little later in October, just because sometimes the leaves don't change.
Right.
Right. Or they're not changing down here. They might be up on the drive.
Yeah.
So I mean, the Discover Front Royal is advertising this to the Northern Virginia market, and so we look for a lot of those folks to come out here and
People like to look at the leaves.
Yeah.
Leaf lookers, that's what I call
leaf
them.
peepers.
Yeah, peeper. I like
Yeah.
leaf lookers. Yeah, that's great.
So be nice to those Northern Virginia people when they come out here, guys, because they are potential neighbors.
Sure.
They spend money and then they go back home. And,
We don't have to build a school or anything for them.
That's right. And so we want them to come and have a good time here in our community and see why we live here. It's a great place to live.
Right, it's great. Well, this is a great opportunity for people to get out in the community, to have some fun, kind of meet their neighbors. This block party thing, if you're into that, it's a great idea. That's on Friday night.
Friday night,
around
October
7
14th.
o'clock.
Yep.
We'll have some dancing and some other
100% be dancing.
100% of that. So that's Friday night. Then starting early Saturday morning on the 15th, the festival picks up with some color runs. The vendors come out around 10. We've got music all throughout the day, throughout the whole downtown area.
We didn't even say anything about the Heritage Society apple butter making.
I did. I said
did
that
you?
the very first
Oh,
thing.
okay. All right.
I was giving them a plug.
sorry.
I made the sign.
And blacksmithing, for heaven's sakes.
It's kinda cool.
That
You were
stuff.
talking about how cool it is.
It is. It's amazing what we used to do, what technology was back in the day.
How did we get here? It's interesting to sit back and think about it. It is. It's great. Rick, I appreciate all the work you and your committee are doing. It's a lot of work, but I think the results will be rewarding for all of us, and for our visitors in our town and our committee members as well. I think.
You know what?
We didn't talk about our T-shirts yet, have we?
Well, we'll talk about that. And one little shout out. We're looking for volunteers.
Oh yeah, we need some voluntold.
So go to the festivalleaves.org and try and contact us. Charlie Brown at Mountain Trails is handling that, and we'll forward your information on to him. We're looking for people for Friday and Saturday. If you volunteer, you might end up with an event staff T-shirt.
Right. Yeah, that's cool.
If you're key, all right.
That's right. That's what you get. Like I said, I went all the way around. All I got was this crummy T-shirt.
No. Mike,
cool.
Mike has been working on some T-shirts for us that are beautiful. They're in the theme of this poster here, and we're going to have. Another thing we forgot about the block party. Okay. The first 200 people that come to the block party are going to get a really nice thermal mug or whatever. That Discover Front Royal has purchased, and
there you go.
Souvenir mug with the thing on it, and
that's why you want to get there early.
That's the first 200, and then after that we'll have some plastic cups that'll be the same, but not quite as nice.
Get there early.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
But so anyway, these festivals, they're a big undertaking, and so we do need volunteers, and we'd appreciate having some volunteers.
Right. We'll give you a T-shirt.
There you go.
It's a lot of fun. We'll all be there. Of course, the Royal Examiner will be there with our camera, talking to people, and hopefully they'll talk back, and we'll see how that goes.
Absolutely.
Rick, I really appreciate it. You mentioned Charlie. He's planning on coming in later today, and we're going to be talking.
Oh, is he? Okay.
I think we're going to be talking about this as well, so I don't know.
Awesome.
You don't know what Charlie's going to talk about. He's got his own agenda. So that's great, though, but it's great. Don't forget, Festival of Leaves, October 15th. All right?
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank
Look
you.
forward to seeing you there.
Okay.